Thank you so much for joining us, Chief. First off, your response. I'd like your response to this NPR headline saying that the Supreme Court is clearing the way for ICE to racially profile people for immigration stops. Your response to that?
So it's just absurd. Race is not included or considered when deportations are. It is a nationality and it's a legality. If you're in the country illegally, you have something to worry about. If you're here legally of whatever nationality, you have nothing to worry about. It's that simple. It is simply allowing us to enforce the law.
Well, you know, we featured a TikToker earlier, but that was a great example of kind of the left's comprehension of what CBP is doing right now. But even prominent mainstream liberals in the news front and the political front, they're taking the liberty of calling these apprehensions kidnappings. That seems rather dramatic even for the left.
And so not even dramatic, but it's just flat out lie, right? Can you imagine that if someone is out enforcing the law, they're being accused of kidnapping? And what that rhetoric is doing is it's making it more violent for us. We've seen attacks on Border Patrol agents and attacks on ICE personnel raise almost 1,000%. And can you imagine people are out there spreading those lies and that hate? The fact is we're out there conducting law enforcement duties. We are arresting those in the country. We are targeting criminal legal aliens. And by surprise, if you target criminal legal aliens, you're going to find regular illegal aliens are in the country simply for violating immigration law. Why? Because criminal illegal aliens prey on the illegal alien community, hoping and expecting that they won't get reported.
Well, I want to commend you and your team for, you know, playing such a huge part in implementing the president's agenda and really getting that southern border almost to an unrecognizable state of order, law and order. That said, I highlighted some numbers at the top of this block where it looks like there's a surge from our northern neighbors. Bottom line, $1,200 a month, that's not even as remotely as bad as what it used to be under Biden. But how do you explain the surge from the north? What's causing that?
So I really appreciate that question. So there's a couple of factors. And so we talk about the traffic on the northern border. When the overwhelming majority of your northern border agents were temporarily assigned to the southern border in order to process millions of illegal migrants a year under the Biden administration, they were not there on the northern border to conduct their law enforcement duties. Now that they've been returned and we've been upsizing our force and getting our agents back to their law enforcement jobs on the northern border, they're making more interdictions. It kind of goes back to what you were talking about on the narcotic seizures going up. Imagine this. We know for a fact that we have significantly lowered the cross-border illegal activity, which means that we have significantly lowered not just the narcotic smuggling, but the alien smuggling, the illegal immigrant smuggling, the sex trafficking.
Yes.
We've significantly lowered that, but yet our narcotic seizures continue to rise. So the message that should send the American people is that was the amount of narcotics that were being freely brought into this country because there were no Border Patrol agents actually on the border doing enforcement. They were stuck inside processing illegal immigrants for catch and release. And one number that I really want to bring home is zero. The United States Border Patrol has released 0 illegal aliens into our community in the last 4 months. And that is a record we're proud of. It's a record we don't intend to stop. We're going to continue month after month. Catch and release is over. We're getting our agents back out into the field. And listen, we're not done. Seeing record low numbers is great for us, but that's not the end game. The end game is to stop all illegal traffic between the ports of entry. And so kudos to the governor. Operation Lone Star has stepped up to the plate time and time again. Governor Abbott, the Texas Military Department, DPS, and we said, hey, look, we're pushing hard, but we need a little more help, right? And so the governor answered the call, sent down additional troops, additional DPS officers, and want to thank him. But our goal is to secure our border, right? So when people say, Chief, you got the most secure border we've ever seen in our history, I have. We do. Our agents are doing a great job. It's amazing when you let Border Patrol agents go out there and do their job, they can get it done. But our resources were depleted under the last 4 years under the previous administration. And when I mean resources, everything from vehicles to technology to equipment to infrastructure and personnel.